In my world, first comes me, then comes the rest. Anyone who leaves me is not my loss. I am inherently an interesting and happy person, with a great personality, a little bit attractive, and I treat people with sincerity. Anyone who is with me will be very happy. I am willing to let you into my world, allowing you to love me, 'cause I love you, but it's not only you who can love me, so anyone who leaves me is not my loss, but rather their lack of vision. Why are guys no longer pursuing beautiful girls? Have you noticed a strange phenomenon in the dating and marriage market? The more beautiful the girl, the fewer people seem to be pursuing her. Why is that? Because more and more guys prefer to find a girl who is average-looking but easier to pursue. First, beautiful girls almost always have one thing in common. They are not proactive, and when a guy is pursuing them, they tend to act aloof and maintain a cold attitude. Second, beautiful girls are often pampered from a young age, which makes them more spoiled and poor at managing their emotions. Moreover, when men are looking for a marriage partner, they are very rational and prefer someone who is emotionally stable. Third, beautiful girls have too many options and always think the next one will be better. Even if you win her over, she might just be keeping you as a backup until she finds her ideal Prince Charming. Men are very rational. Before making a decision, they evaluate the cost-benefit. Therefore, they often end up with girls who are even more beautiful than those who already have boyfriends. Look around you. Are you in the same situation?
Why shouldn't ordinary men seek very beautiful women? First, it's important to understand the three values in relationships: emotional value, economic value, and reproductive value, also known as sexual value. Emotional value refers to how happy and content you feel being with someone. Economic value refers to your income and whether your money can provide a high standard of living and security. Reproductive value relates to a person's physical characteristics, such as body, appearance, and health, and whether they can produce offspring with good genes. Most of the time, men focus on a woman's appearance and body. Men are creatures who think with their lower halves. Whether they are 18 or 80 years old, they tend to be attracted to young and beautiful women, without exception. So, what do women look for in a man? They focus on economic value because women generally have a sense of insecurity. What can satisfy this insecurity? Money. Only a stable and high income can provide security and a good environment for raising future children. Therefore, this is the nature of men and women. For an ordinary man, finding a very beautiful woman may not necessarily be a good thing. If he cannot meet her economic value, over time, she may look elsewhere, which can easily lead to infidelity. Do you know why rich men don't marry women from poor families? I don't know if you've heard the term short-term choice, but most rich people prefer short-term relationships with women from poorer backgrounds. I have a friend who is the son of a businessman in the medical equipment field. His mother holds an influential position in her area. I'm not sure exactly how much they're worth, but he has 3 cars: a Lamborghini, a Mercedes G-Class, and a McLaren, all worth over $500,000. He got a degree from a less prestigious university abroad, but he's tall and good-looking. With all these factors combined, he doesn't need to spend money to attract women. When the girls find out about his situation, they pay for meals and even give him gifts on special occasions. He changes girlfriends frequently, relationships that last from a few days to at most a couple of months. We're good friends, and he knows I started my business from scratch. We chat openly, and he knows I often tease him about being a player. I once asked him how he felt about being this way, and he replied confidently, "First, I'm not married. I'm not deceiving anyone. Second, I'm not pretending to be something I'm not. I just show what I have, and if someone is interested, that's up to them." I have a more traditional view, so I argued, "If you're not dating with the intention of marriage, it's a form of deception." He laughed and said, "People's experiences and values are different. When you're very wealthy, it's hard to tell if someone truly loves you or is just pretending. Testing human nature? I'd never do that because human nature can't withstand testing. I'd rather enjoy what life offers me." I then asked him what he would do in the future, and he said that even if he met someone he really liked, he wouldn't marry her without his parents' approval. His parents have already set standards for his future wife, and she must be of the same social standing. Even if he found someone he liked a lot, he wouldn't go against his parents. He concluded that no matter how much he liked someone, he wouldn't conflict with his parents over it.
Why are men with good financial conditions no longer pursuing women? One of my male members said this. He's an entrepreneur, and most of the people around him are also entrepreneurs. They have annual incomes of hundreds of thousands, some even millions, and others tens of millions. One of them is from Shenzhen. He told me that it's very difficult for these people to pay their employees high salaries, and many of them can't pay more than 10,000 yuan per month. In his case, it's better, with a few employees barely earning over 10,000 yuan a month. The larger the company, the lower the average salary tends to be for employees. In other words, they all agree that a salary over 10,000 yuan a month is already considered impressive. Sometimes, when they see someone earning 10 or 20,000 a month as a manager at another company, they're quite impressed. And you can clearly feel that if these people chose to start their own business, their income could easily double. To be honest, anyone who has made money, especially those who have made a lot, has a realistic understanding of what it means to earn more than 10,000 yuan a month. On the contrary, those who haven't made much money, who are at the bottom of society or still rely on their parents as adults, are usually the ones who like to say that 1 million is pocket change and that earning over 10,000 a month is common. They simply don't understand the cost to a company of paying such a salary. Now that this is clear, let's talk about what it means to own a house and a car. Based on my life experience, unless you have parental help, for a young person to solve the housing and car issue by the age of marriage, their income would need to be about 50 times the local average, with some exceptions. After all, at the age of marriage, around your early 20s, the time you have to buy a house and car is very limited, right? And for those who resolve both by the age of 30, their income would have to be about 10 to 20 times higher. After all, the working years are short, and it's unrealistic to immediately start with a high salary. Otherwise, you'd have to rely on your parents or take out loans. Once this logic is clear, let's go back to the idea of men with a house and car being considered decent. A man earning 10 to 20 times the local average is considered just okay. But is there some misunderstanding here? Even if your parents gave you the house and car, that would already put you at a respectable level. What do you think respectable means? This idea of one-to-one comparison is misleading. It's really a pyramid structure. The middle class cannot possibly divide everything equally with the lower class, and an 80-20 split would already be good. If you say that a man with these material conditions is just okay, does that mean that, in the eyes of someone without a house and car isn't worthy of being considered a person? Over the years, many men have indeed been conditioned into becoming doormats. But honestly, any normal person who has dated once or twice will not continue to be a doormat. I once answered a question about girls and boys going on dates, and I said that girls should also contribute some money, even if just a little. Some ignorant people came at me in the comments saying, "Pursuing a girl costs money." While this statement is true to some extent, whoever does the pursuing pays. The reality is that there's something called social etiquette, reciprocity. If, as an adult, you don't understand this, I'm not sure if it's because your parents have sheltered you too much or if you're just plain naive. Hi everyone, I'm Menk, and today I want to talk about why many of the pretty girls around you don't have anyone pursuing them. First, because, well, if the girl around you is really attractive, you might feel like you're not good enough for her, or you might feel a bit insecure, or think she's on a higher level. Well, you end up giving up and not pursuing her. Another reason is that you might think she already has a boyfriend, assuming that a girl as pretty as she is must already be in a relationship. So you might think you don't have a chance, which leads to this situation. So the girl might end up not being pursued. I have a friend who is also quite pretty, and she always asks me to introduce her to a boyfriend. And I think, with you being so pretty, aren't there any guys interested in you? So I ask, and she says no, which is very strange. After hearing what she said, I think the 2 points I mentioned earlier are actually true. First, it's possible that guys who want to pursue her feel insecure. And second, those who want to pursue might think she already has a boyfriend, so they don't make much effort to approach her. Why are wealthy men no longer keen on pursuing beautiful women? Many women believe that they can win the heart of a wealthy man just by their looks, But little do they realize that this is no longer a valuable exchange. First, a woman's appearance will inevitably depreciate over time, becoming a devaluing asset, while a man's wealth, with years of experience, tends to appreciate. At the beginning, it may seem like both are at an equal level of exchange, such as a woman's beauty being able to revive the heart of a wealthy man. However, as time goes on, one begins to lose value while the other increases, and soon the exchange becomes imbalanced. Second, there are fewer and fewer wealthy men, while there are more and more beautiful women. Why? Because it's getting harder to make money, and opportunities to get rich overnight are becoming rarer. With the era of common prosperity approaching, people are earning money based on their skills and abilities, exchanging the value they create themselves. Therefore, the chances of sudden wealth are diminishing, and the men capable of making money are becoming fewer. And why are there more and more beautiful women? Because many industries are so advanced that women can simply spend some money to completely improve their appearance, making it easy to become more attractive. The key point is, these men who can still make money have refined tastes. Without a certain level of culture and knowledge, it's difficult to make money these days. As a result, these men are not only looking at a woman's appearance, they value her inner qualities, her intelligence, whether she shares similar interests, and whether she can be a support to their career. So, in the future, women who still believe they can have it all just by being beautiful are holding on to a very foolish idea. Instead, they should spend time improving their inner selves, enriching their minds. That will be much more effective.
This last video perfectly describes the basic logic, which is quite simple. Even if you have money and good looks, marrying a beautiful woman may not be worth it. A beautiful woman is very unpredictable, especially because she has many options for suitors. If you are a man dating or married to a woman with above-average beauty, you need to be in constant evolution. The feminine nature always seeks those who provide the best experiences and security. Since beautiful women have a larger number of suitors, the chance of being replaced is much higher. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that all beautiful women will cheat on you or anything like that. I'm simply using a basic statistical model of supply and demand. What do you think? Does it make sense to you? If you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more discussions on these topics. I want to hear everyone's opinions in the comments. See you in the next video.